Hello, my Panda pals, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna cover what happened on Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 18. So buckle it up and let's go for a ride. Let's check in with Matilda and Niles. Niles is getting ready for the knocking ceremony, and he's upset that his parents aren't supportive of his marriage.
Why should I have to decide between my happiness and my parents' love?
He doesn't understand why his parents look at his marriage to Matilda as a sign of deep disrespect, and he's honestly starting to contemplate the idea of cutting them out of his life.
As much as it hurts me, maybe this next step in my life just isn't gonna include my parents.
Matilda's getting ready, and she's like, listen, this ain't my dream wedding because I only had like 10 hours to plan all of this shit, but I do not care because I'm about to marry the love of my life. Matilda comes out, she's looking so pretty with her makeup all did up, and her dress makes her look like a sparkly mermaid. I love it. Mr. Ark meets up with Niles and gives him his money, and he's like, you have to behave like a proper married man now.
We have some things we don't do. We set a woman to the vagina. We don't set to the anus.
Oh, yeah. I was not expecting to hear that. Like, I was expecting, be sure to get a job when you get back home so that you can financially take care of your wife now. I was not expecting, do not stick your pee-pee in her bumhole, you dirty, dirty American.
They know that in America and US, you are common doing that. But in Africa, we don't do that.
The knocking ceremony / wedding begins, and Niles is waiting for Matilda to arrive, and he's starting to get cold feet.
My heart is pounding out of my chest. It's in my ears at this point. I just hope that I'm doing the right thing.
Matilda walks in, she's looking fine as fuck, and his feet light on fire.
Is it the lady that you intend marrying? Is she the one?
Yes, she is the one.
He officially puts a ring on it, and Matilda finally becomes Mrs. Valentine's. The two then head to a hotel to attend to some very important husband and wife business meetings. They're gonna bang. Let's check in with Magda and Joe. Joe is going home in a week, and he's freaking out a little bit because he basically needs to figure out if he's gonna put a ring on this crazy bitch in the next 7 days.
I'm still nervous about the short amount of time we have to kind of figure out our future.
They're heading on a little trip to the mountains, and Joe continues making his immature jokes like, I can't carry all these bags, I only have 2 arms. I mean, unless you count my dick.
Yeah, but I gotta carry the suitcases. I don't know how many things you think I can carry. Unless I use my penis.
Give me the orange.
Magda is like, I cannot wait to get into the jacuzzi because it is so relaxing. And Joe is like, that's cool, I prefer to relax with a little bit of butt stuff.
Go to the jacuzzi and just relax.
That's your ideal night? I'd prefer anal.
No way, never.
What a freaking ridiculous thing to say. Like, I am not laughing because I think Joe is funny. I am laughing because Joe thinks he's funny. Anyway, Magda is like, if you want to put it in my butt, then we're gonna have to put it in your butt first so you know how it feels.
If you want, put something to your ass. And if you will be happy, we can try.
Obviously, Joe is not down to clown. And then she's like, well, the good Lord put the man's G-spot up his asshole, so...
The guy have a G in us, so you will be happy, not me.
Magda is sad that Joe is leaving so soon, and she's like, I really need him to give me some kind of reassurance, like telling me that he loves me and he wants to be with me forever, like in a let's get married way. She goes off to walk Hades, and Joe gets a call from his butt buddy, Rob.
Joey!
What's up, face?
How's everything going? How's Magda?
I cannot believe that he does not know how to pronounce his girlfriend's name, so much so that all of his friends are calling her Magna. Rob is like, what's up, buddy? Any red flags? And Joe says no, but if I were him, I would definitely be saying yes.
Got into the conversation of, can you be friends with an ex? And Magda said no. Now I gotta tell her about Jill.
He's like, I'm nervous to tell her about Jill because Magda has a fiery temper. And Rob is like, yeah, you should probably tell her that sooner rather than later.
The longer that you leave this going on, the worse it's gonna be. It's gonna end up blowing up in your face. Don't be stupid, Joey.
It's a new day, and the two wake up basking in their post-nut glow.
We had a sex last night. What was it?
Magda changed her mind and decided to make the beast with 2 backs last night because she's trusting that Joe will keep his word and love her forever and ever until death do they part.
I changed my mind for you. I hope so you will respect me love me forever because now you can not leave me.
Joe is a very happy camper, but he is super stressed now because he was totally gonna tell her about Jill last night, but once Magda put sex on the table, he got tunnel vision. He had one priority, and he really didn't want to ruin the mood. Joe knows that the longer he puts it off at this point, the worse it's gonna be.
In the hot tub, and then one thing led to another, and then
I probably should have told her right then and there. I definitely have to tell her today.
You really should have told her before the sexy time, because now it's gonna look like you were not honest with her on purpose because you were prioritizing banging her over telling her the truth about something that is very important to her. Which, I mean, that is actually what happened, but yeah, good luck, buddy. Joe sits her down, gives her a donut, and he's like, so you know my BFF Jill, the one that you met on FaceTime when I called you? Yeah, so I've actually been inside of her.
We dated for a short time, and then it didn't work, and then we stayed friends again.
Obviously, Magda is not pleased to hear this because on one hand, she does not think you should be friends with your ex, but on the other hand, she specifically asked him earlier in their relationship if he's ever dated any one of his friends, and he said no.
He promised to me he will never lie and hide anything. And he did.
Magda tells him that it is no longer enough for him to say sorry because all he's been doing is lying to her, so now she's always going to think he's hiding something. And Joe is like, listen, both of you are very important to me. Can't we all be friends? And Magda is like, yeah, no, that's gonna be a problem. I should be the only one you care about.
You don't care?
I do care about you.
No, show me. You have to choose me and her.
And then Magda is like, listen, you brought this on yourself. You did not have to lie to me, but you did. So now you can never speak to her again.
Consider being friends with her?
No. You can even speak to her because you lied to me.
Okay, I get that you're mad. He definitely should have told you way sooner, but do not sit there and pretend like you would have let him stay friends with Jill if he told you about her on day one. Joey is like, we have been friends for 15 years. She's like a sister to me. And Magda is like, I do not care. If you love me, you will cut her off. And then she tells us, I sacrificed everything for him. I quit my job so I could move to America to be with him, which to me, that is crazy pants that she quit her job without any actual solid plans about getting married or moving to America.
After I opened to you and had sex yesterday with you, you told me today.
And Joey is like, I was just really hoping that you guys would just be friends. And Magda hears this and loses her goddamn mind.
How you can even think I will be friends with her? I will take her eyes and your too and eat them.
I kind of believe she would do that. Just pop out them eyeballs and stick them in a stew. Let's check in with Vanya and Josko. It is Vanya's last day in Croatia. The two lovebirds wake up and Josko is like, we found out last night that she has way more control than I do. So yeah, it's very clear that Josko wanted to get down and dirty, but Vanya did not.
Even though I feel super attracted to him, we did not have sex last night. Again.
Vanya tells us that the two discussed such heavy topics last night that it really didn't seem like the right time to get nasty. But it's totally fine because Josko was super content just holding her until they fell asleep. Vanya is like, how are we ever gonna do long distance because one of us will eventually have to move to the other person's country to be together. And Josko is like, let's put a pin in it, we will cross that bridge when we get there. The two head out and make out on the elevator ride down, and remember, this is the slowest elevator on the face of this planet, and it's really funny that when she was taking it up with Bojo, it was excruciatingly painful how slow it was, and now that she's riding it down eating Yoshiko's face, it's very clear that that elevator is not going slow enough. Josko starts to cry in the car because he is gonna miss her so much.
Sorry, you're crying because of me.
Oh, it's fine. You're a good reason to cry for.
I hope Josko is being genuine because to me, I get a little skeptical whenever I see somebody fall super hard, super fast. And honestly, if this is a performance on his part, like, holy crap, he is a great actor. They check in her bags, which tell me this is not the most Vanya suitcase that you have ever seen. They cry, they kiss, they part ways.
Should be so far away and difficult without physical touch and without seeing each other.
So Vanya was home for a few weeks and Josko missed her so much that he actually ended up flying out to see her for 10 days. They went on a bunch of cute dates, Josko cooked a bunch of meals for her in his underwear, and they definitely banged a bunch of times.
I haven't been intimate with somebody for 6 years, but Josko broke the streak.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And they were really starting to envision a future together. Like they were talking about him moving over to America, setting up a room for his son, the whole 9 yards.
I thought we were going to start planning our next steps. That's why what happened next could not have been more shocking.
And no, we won't get to know what happened until next week. And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this one. I hope to see you for the next one, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!